My mom's not going to be happy when she finds her notebook full of timestamps. She's going to be like, "What's this?" And I'll be like, "It's when you phoned while I was recording."
Don't you have your own notepad? Where are we?
Off to the races. Off to the races.
Are we... Oh yeah, we have to get something to use inside of those domes, right?
Correct. The books have no power.
Right, we have to power them up. Okay. So we are watching this spin back up.
Are you ready for one of the most mind-boggling puzzles in Puzzledom?
My mind was already boggled with the number system.
Dear, I love that number system so much.
Oh, a secret door. Maybe? Oh no, elevator.
Okay, so to the viewers who are like annoyed by David forgetting literally everything, we recorded a week ago. He has a memory that does not last more than 6 days.
Well, it doesn't help when there are so many other things that I've been doing in the interim as well. So I wouldn't say that the blame rests entirely on
the fact that you're secretly a goldfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how are we gonna power up these domes?
Well, here's a hint. The power is in this dome that we're in right now.
Okay.
Specifically, it's at the top of it.
So we have to get to the top of the dome?
Yeah.
Are we going to use that staircase?
Yes, we are. That's why I said it. Now, we could use like one of the... We could use one of the like walkways off to the side here to just get there right now, but we don't... I know that we don't know what to do at the top, so I'm just going to continue back this way.
So, well, I wouldn't... as someone who hasn't played this game, I wouldn't have known that we had to get to the top anyway.
Well, you know, you see a staircase going somewhere you've never gone before. Basic adventure game playing would say, "Oh, I should go see what's up there."
Sure.
And then you would be confused. But I know you don't remember, but the you don't remember, but the watchers remember that there was a maglev station back here that we found the button for, but we never actually went and like used the maglev.
Yeah, why didn't we do that?
Because I want to go do all that stuff in the dome first.
Why did we just show that off and then turn around?
Because it was there before, but now it's not. This is to increase paranoia, because this means there's someone else using these places that we're going.
Was it that guy at the beginning of the game?
No, it's the crazy guy that we're trying to hunt down and trap.
Okay.
So you've probably forgotten. But hopefully the viewers have not forgotten that the whole reason we're here... It's here now. The whole reason we're here is because our dear Atris needs us to capture his crazy father.
Right.
So... we never actually see him on these islands, but canonically he is wandering around. And we're just missing him somehow, thankfully. All the time.
It's a comedy of errors, like the Scooby-Doo running between doors scenes.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, except we would probably die if he found us on these islands. So it's probably just as well he doesn't find us.
So we are in a new location now, yes?
Indeed, this is the 4th of the 5 islands.
Yay!
You might notice that 5 is kind of an arc number for this game.
How large is this one?
It is not very large.
That was a long save file name.
Don't worry, I'm gonna have very short ones as well.
I'm not sure that I understand the relevance of picking that as a save name.
It made sense to me at the time, but now even I forget why I put it.
Well,
it's all right.
There we go.
I love this island.
That is some interesting architecture in those rocks.
Okay,
and
so...
I like how... are we over a swamp right now?
We're over some weird water. I like this.
With
this
rocks
is some major foreshadowing right now.
Which, of course, only really makes sense after you understand what it's foreshadowing, but, you know.
Of course. But, yeah, as you're going to see up here, we just walked through a great big crevice separating the islands.
But we were hovering on the top of that. Okay.
We walked through that crevice that's separating the islands. That's foreshadowing.
Oh. Huh. Interesting. What's with the shimmering on the top left one?
The water, like all the heaters turned on and all the water bubbled up. Because the water's alive, remember?
Right.
Now, what it
important?
What before I go in there, what that did was that just made a change inside that hut that we just didn't go into. Meanwhile, there's this dome.
Click, 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 click. Stop moving.
No. I'm just trying to point out the yellow symbol.
Right.
If you can just barely catch it.
Why does the cursor flashes every time you click, right?
It has a trouble with QuickTime. And the reason I was trying to point it out there is because you can't see. This has been knocked off its kilter. But I accidentally managed to open it anyways.
So,
whoops.
By pure happenstance, that's...
I didn't intend for that to happen.
Is it supposed to happen?
Well, it can. Like, you just have... It's the same thing. Every dome, once you open them, has the same book in it.
Right.
But still no power, so...
Oh, look, it's one of these holographic topography maps.
Yeah. Notice that kind of dent in the floor there? Yeah. Alright. This is going to tick you off. You might notice that we're making like... You might notice this making like a sort of crater shape over on the total, right? Does that look familiar to you? Yeah. That was the island with the boiler on it, with the lake in the middle.
Was it?
It was. So you have to look on the grid where that dent is, because that dent represents a dome.
Alright.
I wrote it down, don't worry.
What?
So that was like...
relevance?
It was like 1-1, like the top and very top interior left a square, and then inside that square was like the 2-4 coordinate. You have to write down those coordinates for every dome.
How are you supposed to know what the exact coordinate is?
Well, for instance, this island you can see on this little grid. It takes up like the 3rd and 4th from the left, and the 3rd, 4th, and 5th from the left on the 1st and 2nd from the top squares. So that's how you know the overgrid. I'm pointing at the wrong thing. Ignore me.
Oh, okay. I see it now.
And
all right.
There's the dome.
This one's an actual dome.
Yeah, because in the first one it was underground, so it was a dip.
So, what positioning do they need to be in on the this overmap?
On the overmap, this dome would be in large square 4-1, and then on that within that square on 1-1.
Like, what does it matter? Does it matter what corner they're in, or is that just for rotating the 3D map so you can see where everything is?
It's to see where everything is.
All right. Okay. This is kind of interesting, actually.
It is a really cool puzzle, but it did take me and Dad about 3 years to solve.
Yeah, it looks like it takes a long time, especially with all these very slow transitions. But it's a cool idea that I can actually understand as someone who does not play adventure games and does not understand adventure games.
Fair enough.
As someone who was just completely gobsmacked by the number system, this is a puzzle I actually get, and this is kind of cool.
So, yeah, you're supposed to track down where all the domes are on the major overgrid,
right?
And write them down, which I'm doing, because that's part 1 of the Doom puzzle, the powering all the domes.
So is that one at 1-2 or 2-1 or something?
Missed exact coordinate, but it looked like it was big square 5-1 and then small square 2 or 3-1.
Right.
So. And see, this is why high school math matters. Now you know how to read grids. Now, this island that's bubbling up right now is the one that we're on.
Is it?
So we're about to get a little bit meta here.
Looking at a
By
map
the way, that little tiny island was the only one we haven't been to yet.
Right.
But
is there anything actually on that tiny island?
Yes. Anyways, remember all those rocks? All those sharp rocks that we saw? And now here's the crevice between the islands, and then up here is the lake that we're standing in right now. And just off to the side is that dome.
Is the dome. Yeah.
So we're just metaing right now.
Now, alright, so rotating the map does kind of change the... it would technically change the grid numbering system, wouldn't it? Or do you
you have to remember what the original
Oh, okay.
If I tilt my head to the side, I can see in the small square that the dome is on 1-2. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, good to know that there's just nothing
but
cliffs
some
up
very
here.
Yeah, very tall cliff faces there.
Oh, the last island's really annoying because it's just so freaking huge.
Right. But it has a big hole on the right side there. Surely that makes it a little easier.
Well, kind of, but do you remember? This is the big one's the village. The big one's the village island. Remember how the village was in cliffs around a great big salt inlet? The salt inlet, right?
Yeah.
So the hole is just a great big lake.
Oh. Right.
With some holes leading out to the ocean because really dangerous deep sea fish can get in there.
I want to see some really dangerous deep sea fish.
We will see some. We will. We are even going to tick one off for good measure.
Exciting. Do we get to see a death state involving one?
No.
Oh.
Gen was not stupid. He knew. Well, he is kind of stupid. There's the dome. There are death states, but I'm not going to show them off because there's too many.
No, is there one involving being eaten by a giant fish?
There is not one involving being eaten by a giant fish.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm sure you'll find a way to live with this tragedy.
If we already found the dome, why are we looking at the rest of the island?
I just think this cartography thing is kind of cool.
You're just showing it off. You won't show off the deaths. You won't show off the death states, but you'll show off the cartography map.
Absolutely.
At least your priorities are straight.
There's just too many death states because any one of them is like, if I show one, I kind of obligate to show off the rest, and there's just too many. There's all kinds of ways you can totally screw up in this game.
You could put it in like a death montage or something.
But that would take like 5 hours of my time.
Oh, because you didn't already spend like way more than that just recording these games in the first place?
I only spent 3 hours recording this, actually.
Yeah, but you spent an inordinate amount of time recording and editing Myst and Myst Online.
Touche. I wonder if people were aware that I've already recorded all of Myst Online. Like all of
Well, they are now.
Excellent.
We haven't done anything with that yet, so don't worry, viewers.
So see the door over there that we like couldn't get to?
Yeah.
Well, remember how like if you like opened the door on the island, like on the paper island, like if you close the door, there'd be other doors behind them. Same thing. If you turn the maglev around, it then opens, so you can access this side.
Why does that work?
Because this.
I bet they thought you were gonna type something different.
I would never say that about Cyan. I like Cyan. Rand Miller is a pretty cool guy.
And plus, you're not one who's prone to swears in the first place.
There's also that. So this is everyone's favorite scene in all of Riven. Like, this is the one everyone remembers.
Like actually?
Yeah. Everyone loves this elevator.
Is that water that we're raising that from?
Yes.
Are we going to go diving into the water in an elevator?
Yes.
Is this actually a elevator?
This is somehow almost a elevator.
I mean, we're getting kind of this very, very foreboding kind of doom sound in the ears here.
And then, boom, no water.
What? Where are we going?
A hidden secret passage underneath the island. That whole thing was just for show, so that Gen can like disappear. No one else is allowed to use the elevator. Is the idea?
Right. Because
so like, Gen can just like disappear in a flash because he's God.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the whole Ark of the Covenant style like opening of the elevator and everything. But somehow this is not hell.
So we're in a secret passage underneath. Oh,
someone's not where they're supposed to be.
Is that Princess Leia?
That is not Princess Leia. That is a random villager who just showed up where she most definitely should not be.
Oh, and then stole the maglev.
Of course.
Wait, but we just went down into a secret passage, and it just connects right back up to the maglev? What? What's the point of the elevator?